In a small town nestled among green hills, Rohan and Meera first met in school. Rohan was a cheerful boy with a mischievous smile, while Meera was quiet and loved to read. They were in the same class, and destiny made them seatmates. It started with borrowed pencils and shared books, but soon they became inseparable. They spent their days laughing, studying, and sharing dreams under the old banyan tree behind the school. Rohan would often sketch Mira's face on the last pages of his notebook, and Mira would secretly write poems about him. Their friendship gradually blossomed into love. One evening, as the sun painted the sky in shades of pink, Rohan confessed his feelings under the banyan tree. Mira's eyes sparkled, and she shyly admitted she felt the same. Their hearts raced as they realized they were each other's first love. But life was not as simple as their dreams. Rohan's family decided to move to another city for better opportunities. Mira's conservative family was strict and believed love was a distraction. They were forbidden from meeting or writing to each other. They promised to wait for each other, to meet again someday. But time was cruel. They were forced to focus on studies, and life moved on. They grew apart, carrying the pain of separation silently. Years turned into decades. Rohan became a successful artist, and Meera became a literature professor. Life went on, but they never forgot each other. One day, Rohan visited his hometown for an art exhibition. Feeling nostalgic, he walked to the old school and stood under the banyan tree. To his surprise, he saw a familiar figure. Meera stood there, her hair silver, but her eyes still as bright as he remembered. They stared at each other, time standing still. "You came back," Meera whispered, her voice trembling. Rohan smiled, his eyes moist. "I never left. My heart was always here." They sat under the tree, just like they did in their youth, and shared their stories. Rohan spoke of his loneliness despite success, and Meera shared her struggle of living with memories. They laughed, they cried, and finally, they healed. Rohan reached into his old bag and pulled out a bundle of letters. "I wrote to you every year on your birthday. I never posted them, but I wrote them, hoping one day I could give them to you." Mira's hands trembled as she took the letters, her eyes wet with tears. "I wrote too," she confessed. "Poems about you, about us." Under the banyan tree, they read each other's letters, realizing that their love had never truly ended. It had only been waiting for this moment. In the golden light of the setting sun, they held hands, feeling young once again. Their story was unfinished once, but now, under the old banyan tree, they wrote its beautiful ending.